Hello Virgos, I hope you're all doing great and thanks for tuning into my channel, and thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I reached 200 subscribers yesterday and it's been a long hard haul, to be honest, to get to that stage. Not long after I started the channel I found out I had cancer, and then I had all the treatment for that, and that's all good now, and my mother passed away before all that happened, so it's been great to have the channel to fall back on. I enjoy doing it and bringing you all some positive messages in these difficult times and challenging times. So, and also just check to see if you're still subscribed, if you want to be. And YouTube has been doing a purge of all the bogus subscribers and robot subscribers, but what's happened is that it's also deleted some authentic subscriptions. So if you want to be subscribed, just check that you still are. And it should be a good month for you, Virgo. You've got a lot happening in your 7th house of relationships and partnerships, with the new moon and a lineup of planets there. And you've got Mars, fiery action planet Mars, in your 10th house, accelerating your career prospects as well. And then you have the Sun and Venus coming into your intense 8th house from the 20th, when Aries season starts. And you have a full moon in your 2nd house of finances and the things that you value at the end of the month. So it'll be interesting to see what comes up for you, Virgo. And your Sacred Traveler card is overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. And you have unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. Which is always good to know, isn't it? And I'm using the Making Magic Oracle cards for something different. Oh, they're all trying to go get to freedom here. It's very hot. We're having a heat wave in Brisbane, Australia, and I haven't got air conditioning, so it makes it a bit hard to shuffle the cards when it's so hot and humid. But we'll get there in the end. You have Felix Felicius. I don't think I said that right. Basically, it's good energy, number 35, a power symbol to create lucky serendipitous events. And you also have one enchanted evening, number 29, the perfect night. So that sounds exciting. Probably in regards to love and romance there, I would say, but it doesn't have to be. It could be a career enhancement of some sort there. So we'll get into your tarot now. Can we have some guidance for our Virgos, please, for the month of March 2021? What's happening for our Virgos? The Empress was trying to come out there. What's happening for our Virgos? So, your first card out is the Six of Fire, or the Six of Wands, which is fantastic energy, success, and the Hangman, number 12. And the Love, or Lovers, Gemini, card of Gemini. The Eight of Earth, which is your card, the Sun in Virgo, and Justice, number 11. It came out for Taurus in much the same position, and the Nine of Air. And we'll get another one for there, your outcome, the King of Water. The High Priestess. And on the bottom was the Chariot, moving forward with confidence here. One of the victory cards in tarot, and bringing into line opposing forces with the white and black horses here. The Queen of Fire. Another card of confidence. And then the Ace of Fire and the Star. So it looks like it's going to be a great month for you, Virgo, here. And you have been getting good readings all year. Seems to be a lot happening for you in a positive way this year, Virgos. And you have a lot of success cards here, but also some of going within with the Hangman, and maybe a decision with the Lovers. I'm going to clarify the cards with the Energy Oracle, see if we can get a bit more information for you. And with the Six of Fire, you have the Magician and the Mirror coming out. Then you have the Sun with the Hangman, which is an interesting combination. You have the Angel of Love with the Lovers, which is lovely. Another victory card with the Eight of Earth. So it really does look like some, excuse me, some career advancement of some sort here. Door to Romance and the Door to Value. And Rest and Rejuvenation. Well, you probably will need a rest after all this busy month here. And on the bottom you have the Happy Family card. And then the door to personal healing and happiness. So, Virgo, who said you can't have it all? You've got good cards for love and romance, as well as career, work and career, and valuing of the self as well, and confidence coming in, or increased confidence in yourself and your abilities here. So a great reading for you here, Virgo. And how these readings work, if you haven't watched my videos before, is this is the beginning of March through to the middle of March, and these cards are mid to late March, and we've got a new moon in Pisces on the 13th of March and a full moon in Libra at the end of the month, which is interesting because you've got the card of Libra come out there, Justice. So early March, you've got the Six of Fire, one of the victory cards, clarified by the Magician. You've got the Hangman, which is Pisces or Sagittarius, ruled by Neptune. You have the Lovers, card of Gemini. You have the Eight of Earth, Justice, number 11. So you've got two master numbers here, 11 and 33. And then you do have some, maybe a little bit of anxiety and worry towards the end of the month, possibly about whatever decision you're trying to make with the Lovers. And then you have the High Priestess and the King of Water here in your outcome, which is an interesting combination. So you're definitely starting off the month here with a bang, Virgo, on a high note, with not one but two victory cards coming out. The Six of Fire, which is also about reward for hard work, is represented here by the Eight of Earth, and possibly even recognition and renown or public recognition with these two cards. And it's probably coming after a time that may have been a bit of a challenge. And then you have two sixes here, so you've got 66. So you might want to look up angel number 66 if you feel so inclined, for there might be another message there for you. But sixes are all about more balance and harmony, coming back into all areas of your life here. And late February, you also had a full moon in your sign of Virgo, your first house of self. So that would have been how you were seen by the outside world, your self-expression, and your unique skills and talents, and the commitment that you make to the people and the things that you care about in your life. And you could have also gained some important insights into the direction in which you want to take your life, your soul path or calling. And this full moon in Virgo, late February, is carrying on into your cards for early March here, the Six of Fire and the Magician. So you've been able to manifest some sort of success and happiness into your life. And if you're not seeing any of this success in your life, there's a strong message here that to look at what it is that's blocking you, because victory and success want to come in here, or what or who might be blocking you from achieving your full potential here. But it doesn't have to be a huge thing, a huge victory. It can just be your kids, your children telling you that they appreciate you and they're thankful for everything that you do for them, and which very rarely happens in real life, does it? Something like that. Something that makes your life more rewarding in some way. But I'm getting the feeling that it's something to do with work and career. Maybe you've landed your dream job here, or you've been looking for work for ages and you finally nailed something, or you're making real progress in your career. And this Magician card is all about knowing and using your true power. He turns base metal into gold, which means that you're taking something that's ordinary to most people and making it into something special here, Virgo. And also being recognised for your unique skills and abilities here. And the Eight of Earth is your card, the Sun in Virgo, and it's all about hard work paying off. And it certainly is here being clarified by the Victory card. And there's growth here. There's growth to your work and your career sector. So be open to any new opportunities wanting to come in here, Virgo, early March. And if you have an idea, these cards are saying that it's likely to be very successful if you put it into action. That you have what it takes to make it work, And then you have the Hangman. And he's clarified by the Sun, which is a very interesting combination. And 12 and 1 add up to 13, which is the new moon in Pisces, and the Hangman can be the card of Pisces. Hanging in the air, you would think it would be the air element, but the Hangman is actually the water element, being ruled by Neptune. And this is a very interesting combination, a very good combination here. The Sun always sheds a positive light on a reading and gives a positive vibe to any of the cards that are around it. And the Hangman does get a bad rap in tarot most of the time for popping up when everything's in a state of suspension. And it did come up in nearly every reading for everyone just after the pandemic hit and people had to close up their businesses and everything like that. And it can be about a pause in action. And we can't be go, go, go all the time, Virgo. We do have to take moments of quiet and solitude for ourselves. And you're basking in the success here that came in early March, I feel, as well. Just following your bliss here. And the Hangman, as I said, gets a bad rap, but it can be a great card to get in a reading, the Hangman. He can be about enlightenment, revelations, and even epiphanies that can really turn our lives around. he's a bit like your card of the Hermit in a way, going deep within and not just scratching the surface of things. And it's also a message that it's best to take a passive approach mid-March to any situations or conflicts that might be going on around you. Don't get involved. But I feel that some sort of breakthrough or revelation is coming in here with the Hangman, because he can be a very spiritual card. And truth's coming to light, especially because he's above the Justice card, which is all about truth and fairness. So you might have been, say you've just met somebody new and you're not sure whether they really care about you. They might be saying that they do, but their actions might not be coinciding with what they're saying. And here you're really finding out the truth of the matter, a breakthrough of some sort. And the Hangman puts himself in his position voluntarily, upside down. No one forces him to do this. And the Norse god Odin hung himself from the world tree to learn the secrets of the universe, and he even sacrificed an eye for this knowledge. It was so important to him. And a lot of people never even reach this point in their life. And even if you have made some sort of sacrifice here, Virgo, it will be well worth it. It'll be worth the effort with the sun. And you'll be greatly rewarded for it. And I feel that some sort of truth or information will come to light that really helps you to move forward in some way, being above the Justice card. And how this manifests will be different for all of you, being a general reading, but you'll know what it means for you, I feel, Virgo. It does seem to have a lot to do with love and romance here, because you have the Lovers, and that's come out with the Angel of Love, and you have the door to romance here with the Justice card, and 11 is the twin flame energy as well. And you have a lovely new moon in Pisces on the 13th of March in your 7th house of relationships, together with a lineup of planets here in your relationship house, including the Sun, Venus, and your ruler Mercury, enhancing communication as well with loved ones and your partner or love interest. And I think if you are single and looking, there's a good chance here that you're going to meet somebody. And interestingly enough, the Hangman often represents the Pisces. And you've got the High Priestess as well here. So it could be a Pisces or a water sign. You have the King of Cups, which can be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And there's also a lot of synchronicities here in your reading, Virgo, which tells me that this is an important month for you. And it could also be a very emotional month for you with all this water energy here. And these cards represent mid to late March here, the Lovers and Justice. And you could also have an important decision to make with the Lovers card here. And these two cards are asking you to look at any decisions that you have to make with love. And I feel the angel of love is asking you to follow your heart. What is going to bring you the most happiness and fulfillment here? And also self-love. And using this rose quartz can be very beneficial in bringing in love and harmony into your life and to increase your sense of self-love and worth. And the Justice card has come out with the Door to Romance, which is lovely. So it does look like, if you're single, that you have a real chance of meeting your soulmate here. With two master numbers, 11 and 33. Or if you're already in a relationship, it could be that you're deepening your bonds. And you had this one enchanted evening here as well, the perfect night. So that's exciting. And late March you have the Nine of Air with the Door to Value. So this decision that you could have to make with the Lovers could be causing you some anxiety with the Nine of Air here. And this Door to Value is about new beginnings, mainly to do with finance and career, but it could also be love. And I'm getting the message that don't spend too much time worrying about things that you can't change, because being ruled by Mercury, like Gemini, you are prone to worry. But don't spend too much time in worry and sleepless nights here, because what you're hoping for is going to come in. And I feel the outcome is going to exceed your expectations here. So you don't need to worry. And it's also about self-worth and your own value and your unique talents and skills that you bring to the table in whatever that you do. And maybe you've been feeling a bit undervalued here. And sometimes we have to release this need release our need for high expectations of everything here. Not to say that you can't be optimistic about the future, but I know with this channel I release the need to I release the need to always be getting feedback and positive results from the channel, because it's very slow to show any signs of success at the moment. So I just give it over to Spirit, and I don't work on the channel hoping to achieve and have a lot of success with it. I do it because it brings me a lot of happiness and fulfillment to get messages out there to people. I feel this is it's a difficult message to get across to you here, but I think you'll understand what I'm trying to say. And I forgot to say also with this card that I feel some new doors or new opportunities will be opening up for you late March. Probably unexpectedly with this card, and putting an end to the worry of the Nine of Air, and new options that you didn't realise were available to you mid to late March. And I'm also getting with the Nine of Air, not to listen too much to other people's opinions because they might be biased, and not to jump to conclusions about something. Because you have some great cards in your outcome position here. You have the King of Cups, the High Priestess, and rest and rejuvenation. And you have a full moon in lovely balancing Libra at the end of March, and this is in your second house of finances and also the things that you value. And I feel that you will feel valued here, Virgo, with the King of Water and the High Priestess. And it could be a boost to your finances, being in your second house of finances, but it could be a boost to your sense of value as well. And full moons can shed a light on all sorts of issues, both good and bad. And you might decide to look at areas where you can improve your sense of self-worth. And you will also have the Sun and Venus in your intense 8th house of shared resources, intimacy, and being ruled by Scorpio and transformative Pluto. The 8th house can be about death and rebirth and inheritance. It's a bit of a mixed bag, the 8th house. And so I feel the cards are urging you, Virgo, to take some time out here, late March, and go within with the High Priestess. Trust your intuition if you do have any important decisions to make. And the King of Water is a lovely card to get in your outcome position because he's all about reaching a deeper level of understanding into any issues or into a person that's been on your mind. And there's a lot of Pisces energy here, as I said before. And these two cards are like the power couple of spiritual insight here. So channeling your emotions in a good way is indicated by these two cards, like into something creative or artistic. And I feel late March is not going to be a time for action for you, Virgo. It's more a time of going within, looking deeper into matters, and letting go and let God here for the end of March. And you did have this lucky symbol here before as well, a power symbol to create luck and serendipitous events. So that could be what's indicated by these two cards as well. Serendipity and unknown territory. Knowing that you're exactly where you need to be. And of course, the King of Water is always a message in your reading that your love relationships are going to be in for an improvement as well. So that's good news. More balance and harmony coming into all your relationships at the end of March, and following your intuition with the High Priestess. So I'm going to get you some Lovers Oracle cards as well. Passion, a magnetic and seductive quality, surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. So that's exciting. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. And trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. Well, that could be the message of the Hangman as well. I feel led to get you one more. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. So they're your messages for March, Virgo. I hope you received some guidance from that. And if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and tell all your friends. And have a great month. Bye for now.